Right, hello everyone and welcome back. We got a new update for the Wild West General Store Simulator. Hello, Jen. So, the demo to this game is available to the public now, I believe. If you go over to the game store page, you should be able to access the demo now. And with that, they have updated it. And good news, they listened. We have another case of a company that seems to actually listen to feedback. Isn't that good? Remember we talked about this? So, in this mode, the game endeavors to offer prices as proximate as possible to those that were historically accurate for the Wild West era. It is the best choice for players seeking an immersive gameplay experience. Large discounts from traveling merchants are less common, which doesn't really matter because that wasn't really a thing in this game to begin with. So, obviously, since we asked for it, we're going to choose realistic prices because we asked for it, of course. Now, messing around with this, this update isn't super crazy. Like, they didn't change a whole lot, but they did update quite a bit. And we're going to go over that stuff as we try stuff out. But the game is still pretty flawed. It still has some serious issues that needs to be ironed out. And we'll talk about that as we go on. But once again, you know, it's a demo. It's not the full release, so I don't expect full release stuff, but we'll see exactly how they stitched things up so far. Okay, so first and foremost, the number one thing I noticed when I logged in is that haze or that kind of blur that was over the screen the entire first time I played this game is gone. It's not here anymore. Everything is much clearer. You can actually see a lot better. They fixed the lighting indoors to where now you can actually see during the day indoors. Remember how it was like pitch black in here during the day? They fixed that. These buttons are significantly more legible now. Like, you guys can probably even see them on the stream now. They're completely clear, with the exception of the glare that shows up on them when you look down, which is a little unfortunate that happens, but I mean, it kind of is what it is. But you can see them now, at least. And just because there's a glare on here, you know that what comes after 5 is 6, so it's not a big deal. But that is kind of interesting that this entire row is just subjected to a glare, which is that's kind of weird. I still don't use this thing because I still don't like to use it, but it works now and you can see it, so that's good. They added a few more steps to the tutorial, which personally I don't think is really enough or actually presents to you enough of the game to still be classified as a good tutorial. So that sucks. But they also changed the menu too, which unfortunately, in my opinion, is a downgrade to what it looked like before. I actually kind of liked the way it looked before. It actually looked a little better and was easier to kind of distinguish what all this stuff is. It kind of looks like a mess this way. I actually kind of like the way it was before, the settings screen. That's a little unfortunate, but it is what it is. And like I said, when you guys play this, if you're going to get the demo, first thing you want to do is go to the interact and change this to E because the default is F. And I don't know why that's a thing, but yeah, you want to change that ASAP. Glad to see you're still making content. I subbed to you years ago, hadn't checked back in the channel. Oh wow, yeah, it's I'm still kicking for some reason. Different genre of games now. Lately I've been playing a lot of these simulation games, but I'm still around for some reason. All right, let's see here. Let's talk to this guy. We'll grab this stuff that he gave us, and we'll put this stuff up. How have you been, Abbott? I hope everything has been well for you. We got some baked beans. Yeah, the game looks so much better like this. Without that weird glare that was on the screen. It was pretty bad. Whoop. Okay. All right, so as we're going through the tutorial, they told me to grab the boxes. They told me to put down the shelf, put down the product, and now they're telling me to enter the price. The rules for pricing is still the same in this game. It is still only double. You can only double the price. That's the highest people will accept. So just go ahead and do that. I tried to experiment with more, and it's just not really worth it because most people will get upset if you go beyond double. So don't do that. But my issue with this demo is now the next step it tells you is open your store. And you can do that. Go ahead and open your store, fine. But if you do, this is all the product you have, and you're going to go through a full day of people coming and showing up to buy product from your store. And then you're going to have to tussle and run in here and find this ledger to buy stuff. But that's the second half of the problem. How are you supposed to know that this thing back here is how you're supposed to buy things for your store? I wager they should tell you that before they tell you to open the store. So I would probably rearrange those. I'm gonna go over to mine now, and we're gonna just kind of stock up on the beans. We're gonna spend all of our $5. We're just gonna buy a whole bunch. Oh look, I got a trophy. Oh, they got trophies now, apparently. Okay. Apparently they added trophies. I didn't know that. I'm doing all right, man. Just trying to survive out here. What's up, Random? Welcome. So we're gonna get new product ahead of time here, so that way when customers come in, I'm not like scrambling to try to find product. They do still have an issue with this game where, like, the first 2 hours of you being open, literally nobody shows up, which is it's kind of annoying, to be honest. Because they give you an allotted time during the day that you're open in order to make money. But if the first 2 hours of that nobody shows up, then that kind of defeats the purpose, I think. But I'm sure that's something they will work on. So now we actually have a sufficient amount of product. We won't have to worry about running out on day one. And we're going to go ahead and open the store. So the one kind of bad thing, though, is this is the first day. I've opened the store, but the timer has actually been going. Usually when you start, or usually the timer is not going right away. So you have time to prep and stuff. But apparently the way this game is set up is on the first day, the timer's automatically going. Click on all products. Okay, so now we're going to do the cash register thing. I'm going to do it now to show you guys again how this cash register thing works. So I scan the 2 beans. It comes up to 40 cents. So we go here. We find the 40. Click that. Turn the little knob thing. Take their money. And then I owe him $4.60 and change. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 50, 60. And then you hit space to confirm. And there you go. That is how you do those transactions. You will never see me do that again. That is the one and only time I will be doing that. You ain't the bank. Oh man. I do like the realistic pricing in this game. I think it is much better. Unfortunately, I've wasted half of the first day with my explanations and trying to catch you guys up to speed, but it doesn't really matter in this game. And you guys will see soon, they didn't fix the desire meter for the people in the city. Which is annoying, but not really a problem. it's just kind of annoying to deal with. So you're going to get people coming in here looking for items, not only items that you don't have unlocked that are in here. See, now it's telling you to order new products, right? Now they're telling you to go back here and order new products, but I think they should tell you to do that before you open the store. So just some feedback there for them if they're listening or watching, which I think they might be, because they did make some of the changes that we asked for. So so now you come in here and you buy more product. I'm gonna buy more beans, and then we're gonna go ahead and put these on the shelf. So like the first couple days, you're not really gonna have people like complaining about you not having stuff, because the game, they know you don't have anything. But I think it's like day 3 or maybe 4 where people really start to look for other items. Yeah. So as you guys can see, like I said, I am not using the register because doing this is just way faster. If you do like using the register and you want to be immersive, then go ahead and do so. But I just don't like using it, honestly. Not a fan, really. Bye-bye. All right. So we started off with $5, but now we got pretty much a full shelf of product here, and we're almost back to the $5 that we started off with. So we are definitely profiting. $5 back then was a lot of money. Apparently, it was enough money to start a business. Come on in, come on in. So I will say, one of the unintended consequences of fixing that kind of blur that was on the screen the last time is I'm getting a little V-tearing or whatever on my screen, which I don't recall it happening before. And there are no VSync options in this game, so unfortunately you just have to kind of deal with it. Laser Shark, where have you been, buddy? Man, I feel like I haven't seen you in a long time. I missed you, man. Your supermarket has gone back to the future 3 on us. Yeah, we got tired of modern business, so we went back in time to see how they had to deal with it back here. I'm never online when you are, it seems. To be fair, I don't really stream as often as I was before, but I have been streaming a lot more than I was, because I stopped streaming for a bit because I had to move and there was a bunch of other stuff going on. But I'm glad to see you. I hope everything is going well for you. I will be back on Supermarket Simulator this month, because the full 1.0 release will be dropping sometime this month. I'm thinking sometime next week, honestly. If I had to guess, my best guess would be sometime next week. And once Supermarket Simulator finally drops 1.0, I will be finally starting my official 1.0 vanilla playthrough, no mods, which should be interesting. Because you guys know, my most famous quote about Supermarket Simulator is, "This game is fun as long as it's modded." All is well with me, just busy with work and kids, life stuff. Of course, of course. Glad to see that you're doing all right. All right, so we got to close the store. And then we have our stats here. This stuff is business as usual. We end the day, and here we are. Another wonderful, glorious day. All right. So now they're telling me to open the store again right away. But let's buy some more product before we do that. All right, so we have a choice now. Because the products that you sell in your store is completely irrelevant. It literally does not matter what you carry. You can carry basically whatever you want. I could continue to sell beans to stock up, to be able to stock up more on the candy canes. Or I could literally just go straight candy canes now and just have to kind of frequently restock it because I can only afford one right now. So those are like my two paths to take. I'm gonna take the path of most resistance, because the path of least resistance would be just stock up on beans, keep your shelves totally full, and then just kind of slowly make money that way. And eventually you'll get to the point to where you can buy multiple of these. But we're gonna hustle a bit, and we're gonna buy one of these right away, sell these for a significantly higher profit, and then, but you know, we're gonna deal with some friction along the way because we only got 9 of these. So there's the candy canes. I don't know why candy canes are so expensive. I mean, I guess it's probably like a luxury item back in this time. Contextually, they're probably pretty rare to get your hands on. So these are 70 cents. So we're going to make these $1.40, obviously, which is significantly more than 20 cents. So we'll be selling those. Let's go ahead and open up our store. As I said before, if you look at our timer, it's at 8 p.m. or 8 a.m. When we open, look how long it takes for the first customer to show up. Be watching the clock. We'll see how long it takes the very first customer to get over here. So now that we've opened up our store, they want us to go talk to the banker. You can talk to him and take out a loan if you want to, up to $25 with a 20% interest rate. This one is fine, although there's a problem with the loans in this game where, like, they say your days to pay and then they give you your daily payment amount, but nothing tracks this. So if you take the loan, it doesn't matter what you set your days to pay to or what your daily payment is. You're not beholden to that. You can pay whatever you want and it's not tracked, which is kind of weird. I don't know why or how that works that way. But yeah, anyway. I'm probably going to take out a loan, but not now. Let's go to the post office here. They want you to read this. This means nothing to you. As you can see, we finally got our first customer at 9:15. And technically, she hasn't hit the counter yet, so... And you would think because they have a tutorial today or something like that, like, oh, that's it. They wanted you to take a look around first, so they had the customers take their time. No, that has nothing to do with it. They always take forever to get to you. All right, so we have enough to buy another thing of candy canes. So we're going to go ahead and just spend the money as soon as we get it. And slowly throughout the day, we'll be stocking up on these. We won't buy any more beans. Beans are gone. If you missed out, that's it. You missed them out forever. Yes, random. Yes, I do. They do it in every other freaking game. If you've ever worked in retail, there'd be people literally waiting outside your door for you to open so they can come and bother you as quickly as possible. All right, so in order to unlock the tools, you have to play these mini games, these Tomahawk mini games. It's non-negotiable. Literally, like, even if you get to the level requirement necessary to unlock those items, you won't have access to them unless you play and beat those mini games. And here's the kicker: customers are still going to get mad at you that you don't have them, even though they're not unlocked. Because science. All right, got more candy canes. Get out of my way, man. Just chucking the boxes. Why would you have tools in your store? Or do you mean actual tools? What? Look, I'm getting trophies all of a sudden. This game absolutely did not have trophies before, but this game seems to have promised some different things versus every... You know what? The reason why I've been covering this game is because I think so too. But the game is so, like, it has so many issues that are just fundamentally inexcusable due to the medium and the type of game that this is and the genre that, you know, that it comes from. There's so many things that are just completely overlooked, but I can definitely see this becoming kind of a supermarket simulator situation where the game starts off extremely fundamentally flawed, and, you know, due to the developers actually very closely working with the community, we could probably turn this game into a gem, because it has a great foundation, and just the possibilities based on what they have on the roadmap and what it looks like they want this game to be. I could see it becoming really good, but it's gonna need a support system, and nobody's really playing it or talking about it. There's a few YouTubers out there that are, but this game isn't getting nearly enough attention as some of the other heavy hitters are, so I've been trying to take the reins on putting the spotlight on this one in particular, because I can really see this becoming a good one. Has this released yet? The demo is out today. The demo came out today for everybody to try. So if you want to try it, you should be able to have access to the demo. To my understanding, because I already had it, so I can't really tell if the demo page is new or... So this is the trash pile right here. I kind of hate it. This is the only way to dispose of boxes, is throwing it into this trash pile. They need to take this pile and just put it right here. Move it just right here. That would make me happy. Hello, customers. Just a time for me to be busy all weekend. Don't worry. I mean, there's not a ton of content here. Like, you're not missing out on a whole lot. The demo doesn't really provide a ton of stuff to do. Although you can kind of keep playing as long as you want, and, you know, eventually build your store up to have a whole bunch of stuff or whatever, but it is to no end. Like, there's no reason to, really. Unless you just feel like doing it. Can you harass your female customers? Oh, you want a real authentic experience, I see. Although, this looks like the type of town where if you catcall the wrong woman, you might get Swiss cheesed, so... Some of these women look like they will shoot you in the nuts. I wouldn't. I probably wouldn't risk it. But they're your nuts. Order a shelf for bakery products. Okay, so... I'm willing to take that risk. I mean, go hard or go home, I guess. Okay, so this is one of those rare cases where I say like, oh, just buy the most expensive product and sell that. Where that wouldn't be the optimal strategy because you only get 4 buns here and you only get 4 here. You get 7 here and they're half the price. So I think it just makes more sense to go this route, honestly. Oh God, look at all these customers. Jesus Christ. I didn't realize. Did they clean me out? No, I still got plenty of product. Okay. But this is why I don't use the cash register. Because imagine if I had to, like, individually check out each one of those guys with the cash register. It would have been abysmal. You can rotate shelves with the scroll wheel. They don't tell you that at all. You just have to kind of figure that out on your own or check the settings. That entire stream I played the game initially, I thought there was literally no way to rotate these. Can you hire people eventually? Yes, but there's another problem with that also. Because like I said, this game has a ton of flaws that are really glaring. And one of them is that the employee is really only good for cashiering. Anything beyond cashiering, he's completely worthless. And you can set him to do other things, but it's not a good idea because he's really terrible at them. So terrible, in fact, that it actually works against you. Like him helping you with this, with the boxes and stuff, is actually a detriment to your gameplay. Like it makes the situation much worse for you in the long run. He does not restock items at all. He will not put any items on the shelves. He only takes boxes back to your storage room. And the problem with that is the boxes that he takes back to your storage room includes empty boxes. So he will take a box, walk past the trash, and take the box to your storage room, meaning that you have to go to your storage room in order to take said box that he walked past the trash for and throw it back into the garbage. Which obviously is counterproductive. Also, there's no way to separate or kind of control how boxes are placed back there and the way that they're stacked or organized. He just takes them back there and just kind of throws them anywhere. Or he'll stack them on top of each other, but they're not stacked by what's in the box. They're not stacked by size or anything. He just puts them all back there on top of each other with literally no structure or anything like that. So long story short, he's worthless in that mode, but he's a pretty good cashier. It's like fast food where the cashier could do drinks, but no, that's too much programming. You know what? I don't think, did I ever hire employees on the fast food one? Yeah, we did. I did. Okay. I had to think about that for a second because I remember they had them. I just don't remember using them. Yeah, because we had like a busboy and stuff. Okay, yeah. It's coming back to me now. So you can sell like meat and stuff in this game. Like there's like chicken and rabbit meat and stuff you can sell. Completely useless. Don't bother at all. Because you spend like $5 or something on a shelf. You put the shelf out and then you can fit like 1 or 2 chickens in there or you can fit like 3 bunny carcasses or whatever. And you have to refill it like every couple seconds. Like literally, because somebody will walk up and just buy everything in there, and then everybody else who comes up wants it too. So unless you buy like 15 shells and fill them all with meat, it's kind of a waste to even try to carry meat at all. So I just completely ignore the meat, because it literally is a waste. All right, all of our shelves are full. We got bread. We need to switch this to 6 cents instead of 3.06. Not a huge profit, but it'll make us something. Bread is pretty popular in this game. Let's see. We got our candy canes. Next, we're gonna have to start unlocking the medium. Well, actually, we probably could now, honestly. Buy a new room in your store. Yeah, I'm not doing that. That is a total waste of money. That's a part of the tutorial, but it doesn't do anything for you to buy it. It just helps you get through the tutorial. So we're gonna go to shelves, and like I said before, different shelves are for different things. So you need a medium shelf for medium products. You go ahead and buy one. I actually buy one. And then the medium products we have here are this coffee, this cocoa, the pickles, and I think that's it. I focused on, well, hold on. If you go to medium, yeah, it's just these 3 items. Personally, I think the pickles is better because you get more in a box and you can put more on the shelf. You could just do the cocoa too, but honestly, I think the pickles are a bit better. So we're selling candy canes and pickles. We're covering sweet and sour. Might as well just be a snack shop. It is really a huge benefit, like having more products. Like even if something else sells for more, if you have significantly less product that you can keep on the shelf at a time, it's usually works against you. So people tend to buy more smaller products at a time than larger products anyway, so it all works out. Just need some of that cocoa. I can do the cocoa too, which I'm probably going to get another shelf and do that also, but for now I'm just prioritizing look, I just noticed that both of the things we sell are in glass jars. All right, so this is current market price is 24.48. Okay. Let's close our store in the day. And now we're on a brand new day. We got bread, we got candy canes, we got pickles. What a beautiful day. That makes you a glass hole. Oh, you're right. What will my mom think? Speaking of which, my mom is doing good. She is recovering still. I talked to her the other day and she's up and about, trying to move around and not get all stiff, constantly being in the bed. Mama 2 cents is a soldier, yo. All right. Get rid of all the boxes. I think what they should do in this game is, like, they should have a guy for the storage or whatever, but they should have a separate dude that just does trash. Because, I mean, honestly, dealing with these boxes is literally a job in itself. Kobe. Nice. The pillars don't matter, by the way. All right, I have $1 to my name and a dream, baby. Let's open up the shop. Come on down, everybody. You know what? Maybe we'll try a game of the Tomahawk so I can show you guys what this is about while we wait. By the way this works is really stupid sometimes. So, like, for this one, you got to do, like, the bottom of it in order to hit it, or it won't work. See, like that? Like, it won't work for some reason. This one, you have to go, like, really high, kind of. Nope, that wasn't high enough. There we go. This one a little higher. Oh, that was too high. On the stick should be perfect. And this one on the stick should be good. That one you can do head on. Well, it would have worked if it didn't go right through it. But then that's how you unlock the licenses for those tools. And then you can do the next one. The next one's medium difficulty. It's a bit harder, actually. But I'm not going to deal with that. Not right now. Because we got our first customer just in time. Is this the same lady from before? Oh, look. Look at the stuff she wants. I don't have access to any of these items. Not a single one of those items on her list I have access to. Yet. I will have access to them soon, but I don't have access to them now. Once again, he didn't buy anything because he's claiming I don't have the items he's looking for. I do actually have access to those items, but I don't have them in stock. The one thing I find intriguing about this game is they put a significant amount of effort into... Well, maybe they didn't. Maybe these are all just like generic assets or whatever, but I could be fooled into believing that somebody put a lot of effort into making this big, expansive kind of place with all these kind of unique places. There's a huge mansion up on the top there. There's a giant ranch around here somewhere. There's a couple places that look like you can keep horses and stuff. Like, the place looks really filled out with a lot of different unique, like, you can come into this bar and like this bar is like fully furnished, and but like there's nothing, which kind of like it gets your mind racing. You're just like, okay, this place, like, they got some potential. Like, what could they be planning? Really? All right, take your pickles and get out of here. So this part is the frustrating part of the game. This is where I think the devs are going to lose a lot of people, because they expect you to have literally everything, like everything you could possibly have in the game, and then some. Like, even things you can't have, they expect you to have, and customers just won't buy anything from you. So like this, they were asking for the pickaxe. Required store level is 7. My store level is still 6. I don't even have access to this. I couldn't have this in my store even if I wanted it. But everybody's coming and they're looking for it. And I'm being penalized, by the way. Every time a person leaves the store and doesn't get what they want, I lose reputation. Not that reputation matters right now, but still, I'm making less money than I could be making. Which is the point. Because all these are potential customers who could be buying things, but they're not. Let me see here. can speed up your workers and customers so you can make more money. I'm assuming you're talking about BetterMart. Oh crap. There we go. Yeah, I do wish that there's quite a few simulation games that do have fast forwarding features in them, and I do personally think that excuse me, that all of them should have them. Yeah, I agree. They all simulation games like this should have a fast forwarding feature. Because BetterMart, the thing that's getting me with BetterMart is it just takes far too long for every day to complete. Like if you're fully stocked, you have really nothing else to do. Your bakery's stocked and everything. You're just waiting, standing around waiting for them to finish the day, and it just takes a long time. You get to the point to where you're not even really playing the game anymore. It's just kind of playing itself. You step in to order some stuff every now and then. But the more product you have, the less frequently you have to do that, so. But as you guys can see, my reputation has taken a huge hit. It's been going down quite a bit. I think it was at like 300 something, but now. And the money that I'm making is significantly less over time. But, you know, it be like that, I guess. All right. What would be next? Actually, I can hire an employee now. Let's hire this guy and put him on checkout. So yeah, the next thing right here is called magazine. I have no idea why it's called this, but it's useless. It is completely useless. It does nothing for you at all. All right, we got our cashier who instantaneous transmissioned, which is very helpful, I guess. My shelves are still fully stocked. All right. Yeah, this is a huge issue with the game. Like, I don't know if the devs understand how big of a problem this is, but penalizing your customers or penalizing your players for not having access to items that they just don't have access to at all. I don't know who the hell thought that was a good idea. But yeah, like, nobody's buying anything. You get a few people every now and then. Now, to be fair, a lot of these people are looking for items that you normally would have access to, right? Like, if I play the mini games, I can get the rake and the sickle. Well, no, I'm not level 7 yet. But I could have the jerky and that other bread, you know? I could have the cocoa. I could have the coffee. I do have access to those things. But, you know, it's just not really beneficial to you to try to stock up on that stuff. All right, so let's see here. We could get another medium shelf and go for the cocoa, or we could go for a large shelf and start selling the other pickles, the big jar pickles. Where's the big jar? Here we go. Yeah, because this one sells for a lot. I mean, it would cost me pretty much all the money I have in order to do that. At least some people are buying stuff very slowly. Things are being purchased. Okay, so let's get a large shelf. And let's get the large jar of pickles. Oops. Wow, just one box almost fills up an entire shelf. That's actually pretty good. You're gonna come on down to the pickles and candy store. Such an interesting combination. All right, so the store's closed now. We didn't make a whole lot of money, but that's okay. Let's go ahead and close. We made $16. That's crap, man. Prestige balance. I lost 235 prestige. Cattle plague sweeping the ranches. Herds are dropping like flies. Meat's getting rare. Meat's stupid in this game, so who cares? I guess that's supposed to be like some event that happens in the game at some point, but it doesn't mean anything. There's no benefit to you at all. So, like, here's the thing. If you buy a whole chicken, you get one. You're buying one at a time, by the way. And then you're taking that one chicken that's in the one box and you're putting it in the one shelf that can only fit 2 chickens. So if you go hard on the meat for whatever reason, don't clip that. But if you buy the don't do the meat. Okay? Just don't do it. Just don't deal with the meat. It's not helpful at all. All right. Well, while we wait for customers to show up at the store, he's gonna be cashing them out anyway. We're gonna try to beat this mini game. This one kind of sucks though. What the fuck? Complete 100% bullseye and it still missed. This one had to be a little higher if I remember. Oh, that still wasn't high enough. Okay. This one was on the stick, I think. I don't know what the hell this one needs. Oh, perfect. Oh, nice. I did it on the first try. Holy crap. It took me like a few tries to do this before, but I guess I got good at it. Okay, and there you go. You technically have all those tools unlocked and available for purchase, but not really though, because you need to be level 7 in order to have access to all these. But don't you worry, people will still come looking for them even though you don't have access to them. What's magazine rack for in this game if not use? It's useless. It doesn't do anything useful. So it's for nothing. They just put it into the game and they programmed it. It's an incomplete feature that doesn't actually work properly. Which is weird because they do advertise it as something that you can and should use in the game. Like if you watch their promotional stuff, they show your employee like walking around with boxes as if it's somehow going to be helpful to you. But what they don't reveal is that it's not. Not at all. I never opened the store. I thought I did, but it didn't happen. The first supermarket simulator game that has pickles in it? Huh. Hold on. Let me think about this. Let me think about this, because you might be right about that, actually. You know what? These simulator games rarely ever do items that are like glass jars with like physical products in them. Although I would argue that these kind of don't look like pickles. These kind of do. But this just looks like a... I don't know if I want to say out loud what that looks like. The candy canes are kind of warped too. I guess it's because of the way the jars are designed. Until they change the meat, it's not worth it. Yeah, it's just not. It's way more cumbersome than anything. Because like I said, you buy this meat glass thing, you can put like 1 or 2 or 3 meats in there. They're $6 a piece. They're $6 a piece. And you, like I said, you'd literally be restocking them all day, non-stop. Okay, our first customer came in, didn't complain about something. I think, you know what's weird? I think I have observed in this game that the morning people who come in are a lot more reasonable than the later evening people. Like, it seems like in this game, the people who come in the mornings are just like, all right, well, I'm just going to buy what he has and we'll go from there. But then it seems like the later you get into the day, the more people are looking for unreasonable stuff. Because as you can see, nobody has complained yet about anything. Like, everybody's just buying what I have. And I don't know if this is like a bug or a glitch, like they forgot. Or yesterday we just had a town full of bougie motherfuckers that wanted things that we just don't sell. But nobody's complaining now. Like, everybody's just buying what's here. Very strange, huh? Very, very strange. Heck yeah, baby. How did you learn it was nothing? What do you mean? What are you referring to exactly? Should probably... We're actually doing good right now. Nobody's complaining. Like, nobody's bitching. We had like half an entire day yesterday. Everybody was complaining about me not having stuff, and nobody's complained today. I don't understand how this game is supposed to work, honestly. Trying to think about it hurts my brain. There doesn't seem to be any, like, definitive logic with the customers. They just kind of do whatever they want, I guess. Sometimes you'll have a bunch of unreasonable customers that want things you don't have, and some days, I guess, you just won't. Why are you all the way back here, dude? What are you doing? I mean, he's doing his job. I don't understand why he's sniping cashiering right now. Oh, by the way, doesn't this guy look like Michael? Doesn't he kind of look like Michael from Grand Theft Auto 5? Just a little bit. Morning shifts are like that in real life too. Morning people tend to be awake. People who would rather be sleeping. Yeah, I'm not really a morning person. Oh, we had our first our first two customers that actually wanted things. Ah, here we go. See? Now we're getting the bougie people. We got the morning rush for the reasonable people, and now we're getting all the bougies. All right. So we need more bread, and we need more pickles. More large pickles. Whoop. That was a nice throw, if I say so myself. And I do. Is it me, or is he getting further and further away? Am I tripping? Or is he getting further and further away from the cash register? Yo, if he ends up in the next room, I'm gonna be pissed. Bro, if you think you're leaving early today, you got another thing coming. Bro. Homeboy just like Houdini through the... Where's he going? What? There's a box over here? Oh, man. Oh, boy. That's something. Where you, oh. Oh, no. Okay. put you back on the checkout, buddy. Did you brought an empty box back here, did you? Or is there something actually in here? Oh, there was something actually in there. How did a box get all the way over there? They just... Alright, well, we found the one use for this guy. He found a wayward box. What's up, Buck? Oh, he went back to his little... Okay. I'll just let you do your thing, buddy. I don't know what the hell is going on with him. But he got his own plans. Alright, what else should we sell, chat? I could sell the tools now. I actually have them unlocked, so I can buy the stands and buy some tools. We could get jerky. This jerky... Oh, wait. The large beef jerky's more than the pickles, actually. I thought the pickles were the most expensive. The beef jerky is actually more expensive. Maybe we should get a shelf ready for the jerky. Not much, just playing the latest gas station simulator DLC. Oh yeah! What's that about, by the way? I couldn't really tell what the DLC was. I saw it, I just didn't I guess I didn't look really look to tell. Oh, that's probably why, because I had to pay for it. That makes sense. If it was paid DLC, then I was probably like, I ain't got no money. Oh wow. You can only fit four of these on there at a time. You buy one box, it fills the whole shelf dang there. They're selling for way less than the pickles, though. Overall. Oh, wait, the market price is 75. What am I talking about? Yeah, I completely misread that. The free drive-through? I think I heard about that. What's the one that you're playing right now? Was it like a car dealership or something? Honestly, I don't. I know I saw it, I just don't remember what I saw. My brain is made of mush. Yoink. Although there's a ton of content, I think, in that game that I've never actually experienced, even though I did play the base game for Car Wash, not Car Wash, Gas Station Simulator. All right. Probably more pickles. I'm gonna have to get more candy canes soon. Yeah, we'll wait until. Latest paid DLC is the car junkyard one. I do remember that one. I don't know how it plays or anything, but I remember seeing something about that. It's kind of hot in here, man. I don't want to turn on the fan though, because it'll mess with my mic. I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab me something to drink. Maybe I'll give Gas Station Simulator a revisit. I know Infection Free Zone. You guys remember when I played that game? That game's got a bunch of updates since the last time I played it. I had a lot of fun playing Infection Free Zone. Core Keeper got an update. Schedule 1 got a couple updates. Dark Conquest, or Conquest Dark, got a couple updates too since I played last. You can't buy Schedule 1. Why not? Is that the one where you let the most obviously infected? No, that's Quarantine. I think that's Quarantine Zone. That game's still a demo. Infection Free Zone is it's like a RTS, like a top down, and yeah, that Quarantine game, it still doesn't have a lot of content in it, unfortunately. It doesn't look like I have a cashier at this angle, does it? I hired a phantom. Oh, I see. I got you, Buck. Let's see what you mean. Yeah, that quarantine game is pretty fun. They just need more content. The demo's pretty short, unfortunately. There's another game that came out. It's a zombie game called Into the Dead. And I initially was very interested in it because it looked pretty cool. It's kind of got that like panorama kind of gameplay where it's like a 3D side scroller. But it's one of those games that presents itself as kind of like a choose your own adventure, kind of pick your own path type of thing, but it actually functions more like a linear game. And I'm a little turned off by that. I did watch some people play it, and the gameplay looks interesting, but it's not really the kind of game that I like. I would recommend it, though, to people who like games like that, to go check it out and give it a shot. It's called Into the Dead: Our Darkest Days. It looks really good. Like, graphically, it's pretty nice, and it's got, like, survivor management, and you find survivors and stuff, and your characters can actually die. You got to manage like how you spend the days and build barricades and stuff like that. It's just a lot more arcadey than I like those games to be. So I was like, yeah, this one's probably not for me. Business is booming though, man. Look at all this money we're making. I think I'm gonna go ahead and get the tool shell. We'll get 2 of them. Oops. Where do I want these to be? Maybe over here in the shiny window area. Bunch of shiny tools glistening in the daylight. Put them in the window on display. All right. Let's see if we can't get some tools. There's only 2 of them worth selling. And that would be the small pickaxe and the rake. Never leave home without your trusty rake. $4. Get out of here. Oh. Oh, come on. Oops. Hold on, I think I got a text message. My wife texts me she loves me. How nice. Hello, Nicole. How are you? Nicole, are you ready for 1.0 for Supermarket Simulator to come out? It's gonna be coming out this month. Allegedly. Probably this week. If my calculations are correct. And I will be finally starting my long-awaited Supermarket Simulator vanilla playthrough of the full 1.0 game. We're gonna do a full-blown Let's Play like we used to do back in the day. Long 10-hour streams. Remember those 8-hour Supermarket Simulator streams? Oh man, what was I doing with my life? Oh yeah, the same thing I'm doing right now. He asks unironically. Alright, how's the family? Fam's doing good. No issues there. The fam is a-okay. My little one's learning how to potty train. She's gonna be starting kindergarten pretty soon. My wife still hates her job. But trying to manage the best way she can. I became an assistant manager at a Family Dollar. I do recall you were telling me that you had like something like that in the works. How's that been working out? Do assistant managers at Family Dollar actually make decent money? I know my wife was gonna be like a manager at Dollar Tree one time, but they was like, the managers make like $9 an hour, and she was like, what? She's like, fuck you. Excuse me? You want me to be a manager for $9 an hour? What do the employees make? Damn, 18? That's pretty good. You go, girl. I mean, depending on where you live, that's pretty good. It's pretty good here. But I know some people live in certain places where they're like, 18? I'm gonna be homeless. And I'm like, what? Where do you live? What's up, Race King? I didn't know you were lurking. I stay in a low-income apartment. Yeah, well, I don't know if these apartments would be classified as low income, but the rent in these apartments are cheap compared to like everything else in the area. So like the median price for like a 1-bedroom apartment over here is like $900 to $1,100, and I'm paying like, how much am I paying? Like almost $700 for mine, which is unheard of in this area. Like it's a miracle that I found an apartment that's cheap. But it's tiny. It's like a little dungeon. But yeah, you want a nice 2-bedroom apartment around here, it's gonna cost you like anywhere from $1,400 to $1,600. Tis crazy, yo. The scruggle be real. Did I not buy jerky? I guess I didn't. Bro, my cashier has officially phased. Oh my god. Bro, this game is so broken, man. You know what's hilarious? This was not a problem before. Before they updated the game, this wasn't an issue. How is he gonna get out of there? When I was with Family Dollar, I was an assistant manager. Assistant manager. Oh wait, no, she is assistant manager. Okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Where do you live, Race King? Well, you don't dox yourself. That was a stupid question to ask. But yeah, that's kind of nuts. It's kind of crazy. Wait, New York City? No wonder. That actually makes a lot more sense now. Or North Carolina. All right, let's see here. My cashier has phased into the nether realm. Let me see if I can save it. Let's see if my cashier comes back. Ah, there we go. There you are. You got banished to the Shadow Realm for a bit. I wonder if I let that go on, like how far. Like, will he literally just be like, can I eventually make him like end up all the way over here or something? How far does that go, I wonder? Wait, did I open the store? I didn't open the store. Then why is the timer going? Just because I loaded the save, it starts up the timer? That's crazy. I didn't know that was a thing. I guess we're doing that now. Interesting. Yeah, 18's not bad at all. I think my wife makes like 16 plus I think she makes 16 plus she gets profit share, and she also gets like bonuses, which actually comes out to be pretty good. Pickles. We got our tools. Wasn't there another box? Maybe that was. Come on, customers. There you go. Come on in. We got plenty of things you don't want. My boy came to get a single pickaxe. What is this game? This game is called Wild West General Store Simulator. And it is a hot mess, but it has potential to not be a hot mess. So I am giving it my attention because I'd like to see where it ends up. So the devs gave me an early copy. I played the early copy of the demo, and then they updated the demo recently and made it public. So now you guys can actually download the demo to play it. It has potential, but it is right now. It is very. It's pretty bad, all things considered. but it has potential. I don't know how big the team is that's working on this. So I can't really speak on that portion of it. But they made this like really big, expansive map that looks like it could potentially have a lot going on. But there's really nothing going on in this game right now. Like, I like how this place is empty but traversable, which makes me think that eventually they plan on allowing you to like maybe buy this place. Like the doors work and everything. For most other places in this game, the doors aren't functional. You just walk through them. So the fact that this place has open doors and an upstairs that seems to be blocked off, this looks like a house that maybe you can own at some point. Part of it is kind of levitating here, which is a little weird. But like the rest of the doors in the game, they don't really open, or you can't really interact with them. So like if you can go in these other buildings, which most of them you can't. This one has the door open, you can't go in there. That one you can't go in. I think you can go in this one. Yeah, but the lighting in here has the same problem that the lighting in the other buildings had. Where like in the daytime you just literally can't see anything. And as you can see, you can't interact with those at all. You can go in here, but once again, the same lighting issue. This is like it looks like a tavern, maybe. I don't think the stairs work. Nope, stairs don't work. But yeah, you can come in here. This is the same cash register you got, although this cash register has the letters on it. Interesting. Yeah, so there's like a lot of stuff around here that leads you to believe that they have a lot of plans for this stuff, you know? But as it stands, there's literally little to no reason to walk around and explore. But look at all this. Look at all this stuff. There's a big old church right there. What's this? Central Bank? Gold Exchange? Another general store that I'm definitely not gonna burn down. What's that? Oh, this is a brothel. Oh yeah, let me in. Oh wait, this is the building from before. I've been Smeckledorfed. Oh, maybe the upstairs is the brothel. Oh. Where the hoes at? Open up. Oh. Oh no. Are these devs? Are these devs? That would be funny. Oh look, you can come around here. I've never actually explored this much in here. Kind of interesting. Our shelves are still pretty stocked. Like, we would probably be sold out of product if people stopped coming looking for items we don't have. So Nicole, you probably missed this part of the conversation, but this game has a major flaw. And that is a lot of people who come to your store come looking for items that you literally don't have. So for example, this character, they want a shovel. You can get like a mini handheld shovel, but there are apparently large ones in the game too. They don't exist. They're not real. They're not actually in the game, the large shovels. They're not a thing. So people show up and they ask for these things that you literally don't have access to. Or at least they were doing that. That might be different now, because right now, it looks like these people are only asking for things that I could have access to. Yeah, now that I've been paying a little bit more attention, it seems like in this demo, they're not actually asking for things that aren't in the game anymore. So you know what? Maybe I should actually make a conscious effort to try to start filling the store with all the stuff. So we're going to get 2 more small shelves. We're going to get another medium shelf. We're going to get another large shelf. We're not doing the meat, though. I don't care. Yeah, all this stuff that they're looking for now is stuff that we could have. So actually, let's see. We'll put this large shelf here. Is the upgrades expensive? The upgrades, you mean like to upgrade the store? This should be a medium shelf. Kind of. I think the first initial upgrade to buy the storeroom, or to buy a room, this room right here, I think it's like 20 bucks. Which is a lot in the 1800s. Oh, it looks like they fixed this wall. You couldn't line up stuff against this wall because it would actually clip through. But it looks like they fixed it now, so that's good. I didn't recognize that they did that before. All right, so we're going to systematically start buying all of the things. 4. 4. 4. 4. Get some coffee. Yeah, we're gonna get all the stuff and see now. The only thing people would have to complain about once I set this up would be meat. And I refuse to sell the meat in this game. Because you have to absolutely hate yourself to sell meat in this game. That's rich folk money, it is. We ain't balling like that. Because well, it's easier if I show you. Market price. Wait, what? Then why is it? Hold on. 80. Hold on a second. Beef jerky small jar. The market price for that was like 4, right? The beef jerky small. Holy crap. Dude, what's with this inflation? What the fuck happened? I'm buying... Oh my god. Did I... That's insane. Did everything go up? Jesus Christ. Was it really that cheap earlier? Oh my god, look at this, yo. That's bananas. Oh, the shovels went down. The shovel market's crashing. Okay, anyway. This stuff doesn't really matter all that much, honestly. But that's kind of funny. Anyway, what was I doing? So, I might have been incorrect about my assertion that the customers still want things that that aren't in the game, that you don't have access to. That's how it was. It definitely was that way. But for now, it doesn't seem to be the case. Emphasis on the word seem. So we're gonna have to do some investigations. Nice pile of boxes. Yeah, this is the trash in the game. You throw the boxes into here and then they vanish into the nether realm. I hate it. I wish they would move it. I don't like where it's at. But, you know, we don't all get what we want. Just put it... Let me out the damn door. Just put it right here. Right here. It's, you know, so I can just, you know, I don't want to have to, like, go around to have to do that all the time. I'm lazy. Don't light a match. I mean, to be fair, where we are out here, I don't think you really need to strike a match for a fire to start. I think it could just happen at any moment. I feel like every moment is a chance to burn alive out here. I can't believe I'm carrying this crap. I should have bought everything but this. This shit sells for 2 cents. Such a waste to even have in your store. But we're doing this for science. We're doing it in the name of science. Cigars. Ba-dum-ba-dum. Get out of here. Baked beans. Well, I actually got a video that I was making about this game and some of the changes and stuff. And one of the things I did talk about was the fact that the customers are constantly asking for items that you don't have. I might have to change that because, like I said, that might be different now. Yoink. So this is super tedious, and it kind of sucks that the employees are worthless, because, like, you don't really need a cashier in this game, honestly. Like, they give you a cashier, but that's like the last thing you need. What you really need is somebody to help you deal with the storage in all these boxes. But unfortunately, that is the specific thing that does not work in this game. So, fuck you there, I guess. Okay, so our shelves are full. We got tons of products now that we did not previously have. What else? We got the medium shelves. For the medium shelves, we got coffee and cocoa. And for the large shelves, we got the milk and the flour. Oh, geez. Of course, the cheapest item takes up the most space. I'm probably gonna need another shelf. Look how big these fucking jars of flour are. I'm so offended by that. Wait, what? Oh, this is for medium. Okay. My ever-expanding pile of boxes is ever-expanding. Yoink. Yoink. Man, good thing this isn't tedious and doesn't take all day, because that would be annoying. He says, totally not sarcastically. We got milk. Good. I guess there's... We're gonna need another shelf, aren't we? Yeah, we're gonna need another large shelf. I like the stocking animation. Yeah, it's pretty good. It does its job. It's serviceable. Leche. More damn flour. More damn leche. I realize I bought a bunch of boxes of these, but... excuse me. Wait, you can go in the trash. So are you guys starting to see why I said that a person to help deal with the boxes and stuff should be its own thing, as opposed to trying to have the storage guy do it? This is so tedious and cumbersome. I mean, it is the Wild West. I'm sure it was probably just as tedious and cumbersome, but it's also a video game. Okay. Jesus, H. Okay, milk, flour, milk, pickles, more milk. I bought a lot of milk, apparently. Okay. I think we have all the stuff except for the other breads, which we would need another stand for, and the other tools, which I'm not dealing with right now. We'll buy the tools tomorrow. The The chicken, the meat in this game, dealing with it is terrible. I'll show you why tomorrow. Well, in game tomorrow. All right. So by the way, we do have a storage room, but it's pretty useless too. All it does is put your boxes farther away and make it harder for you to get to them. Like, it's not really useful. You can't stack them back there. You can't put them on shelves or anything. They're just in a pile back here as opposed to a pile in here. It'd be nice if you could like stack your boxes and stuff in here, but no, you can only just chuck them against the wall with full force. Glass products and all. Okay. All right. What am I thinking? What are we thinking here, Satsu? Okay, we were gonna get another bread shelf. We should probably get two, but I'm gonna get one for now. I like me some glass with my milk. Yeah, it's a pretty popular sentiment, I think. Oh god. Open the box. We will put the other bread machine here. Or is it? Not machine. You know what I mean. Alright. I gotta price all this stuff too. That's great. Yoink. There's only 3 spots for this bread though, so it's gonna be kind of annoying to keep topped off, but I won't be able to remedy that until I get a new thing. Oops. That did not go as I planned. That didn't either. What the fuck? When life gives you lemons, you chuck them across the fucking room as hard as you can. Alright, where's my employee? Are you? What? What happened to my employee? What? Oh, shit. Oh, no. I forgot to pay him. He did quit. That's not even a joke. He actually quit because I didn't pay him. And they say you have to wait 10 days. You have to wait 10 days to get him back. You know how long 10 in-game days is? I've been streaming for almost 2 hours and I've only gotten to 7. 10 days? You might as well quit. Like you might as well quit at that point. Like you gotta start over. Oh no. Alright. I guess Old Man Consequences is paying me a visit. Oh man. This is gonna be rough, guys. Oh, prepare yourselves. Oh, and I just opened up the store and I don't think I adjusted most of these prices. Wait, the market price for this jerky is 11. Wait, hold on. Oh, I don't have time to even think about that right now. Oh, don't do this to me. Wait. Okay, that was already set. What, the cigarettes? Oh shit, I can't even see that. Okay. Okay, that's good. The milk. That's set. These are set. These aren't set. 39. Oh no. Man. It's 40. This bread. Oh, 26. And this bread. Okay. Now, if I close the store, it's gonna hurt me because it already takes people a freaking long ass time to get to the store in the first place. So if I close it, it's just gonna make the situation worse. Oh, she says that, oh yeah, the jerky is too expensive because the market price now is 11 cents. So I have to sell it for 22 instead of 80. What the hell? Enjoy your milk, man. Enjoy your bread. Have a good day. Pickles, no problem. Have a pickle-tastic day, sir. Don't ever say that to other human beings, by the way. Oh, we need more rakes and pickaxes. You just gonna walk through my stuff? Rude. Have a nice day. I'm eating jerky. How thematic. Dude, I miss my cashier already. What have I done? How could I forget to pay my employee? I thought he got paid automatically every day. I forgot that you have to manually pay him. Have a good day. Thank you. We need more rakes. Oh my god. Are these rakes like way more expensive than they were before? I feel like they were. These rakes were like $4 before. The pickaxes are still $10. Bro. These rakes are way too expensive, and that means that I've been selling them way cheaper than I should be. Oh my god. I could have been selling these rakes for $2.80. Oh no. So things are going great. as you guys can see, everything is fine. There's no problems here. Everything is working out exactly as I planned, of course. When you're a business guru like myself, you tend to make things work out, you know? We don't let small things stop us from reaching our fullest potential. Yo, that rake is 240, bro. He like, it wasn't when I grabbed it. Or 280, I mean. Damn it. Oh my god, this is a pain in the butt. What have I done? I've done this to myself, right? This is all self-inflicted. Friendly fire. Wow, lady. Straight up disrespectful. The way I'm just manhandling these boxes. What did you want? Well, no, we ain't got no chicken. We ain't got no hammers either. There you go. There's your explosion of items. The struggle. The struggle is real. Dude, I'm serious. At this point, starting a new game is like my only option. So I can't go without an employee for 10 days. And he's the only employee you have access to. That's going to be a huge tip that I remember. Pay your employee. If you don't, you lose access to him for 10 days. That is an insane penalty. We're making money though. What are you looking for? We need to get more tool shelves in so we can get the rest of those stupid tools. We don't have any room though. I mean, I guess I don't have to like line everything up against the wall. Oh, you know what? Now might be a good time to take out that loan, actually. It might be time. Oh, 10 days to pay off the loan. I like how the interest doesn't change no matter how many days it takes you to pay it off. I think they forgot to implement that, or either they never planned on doing that in the first place. Oh, I got a trophy. I got trophy for taking out a loan. Hello. Thank you for shopping. Appreciate it. Have a wonderful day. Au revoir. Uh-oh. What was that? No. Is that coffee? What's the loan for? What do you mean? The loan is for for me to have more monies. So I can make sure that my store is properly stocked. Get out of my store. I'm feeling like Trader Rec today. Girl? How dare you walk into my soul like that? What do you mean no rakes? Oh, we have no rakes. That's what she means, no rakes. Cha-ching. Laughing our way to the bank. Will that be all for you, sir? You really like pickles, huh? Pickles and coffee. My man. Okay, we're done. We're finally done. Oh my Jesus. That was quite an ordeal. Quite an ordeal. Will we ever recover? Maybe. Oh, they fixed this wall too, huh? Alright, this is gonna be the bread wall. Alright. So how many tools do we have in total? We got 2, 4, 6. So we need 4 more shells. We're gonna need 3 more of these. You know what? It might actually be beneficial to get this large room over here. Oh, now they're telling me to hire an employee. Well, late for that. We bought the expansion, guys. Look. The upstairs doesn't matter, but we got a little extra space over here. Oh, for real? You can't? Okay. Alright, fine. Fine, whatever. Put our bread back here. This is the bread station. You want bread, you know where to go. What's that? The bread rack. Stale bread. You don't know if it's stale. Look, the bakery's right here in town. We're not like getting it from the town over. Our bread is baked fresh. Know what I mean? Baked fresh by the local baker. His name is Stefan. And he is fabulously gay and makes the best bread you ever had in your entire life. That man knows his buns. I tell you what. It's the 1800s. What that mean? Do you realize that over the passage of time, the quality and standards of food have gone down? Know what I'm saying? Like, things haven't gone up and gotten better. Food has gotten worse over time. I'd wager to bet that standards were much higher back then than they are now. Probably. At least you knew what you were eating back then. I mean, food probably went bad a lot quicker because of the lack of preservatives, but you at least knew what was going into your body. Nowadays, ain't no telling what the hell you're eating. Alright, so we need to get the tools. There goes all my freaking money. I mean, who needs money? Definitely not a growing and budding general store in a small town. That's the last place that needs money. I'm just doing this for fun. Making a living? Tooey. We spit on the notion. Making a living is for people who want to support their families and not die. None of those things apply to me. Whoop. I'm just a guy who just happens to take great interest in Midwestern commerce. That's me. The hell? Really? Okay. Somebody set out to piss me off with that move specifically. Somebody was like, yep, we're gonna make all these tool sets fit the exact right amount of product on every shelf, except for the sickles. Because fuck you, that's why. What a cruel fate. Mallet. You know what's kind of crazy? It's kind of crazy that at some point throughout history, there were like blacksmiths and tool makers and people who made things. And somebody was like, you know what? The products that we make are far too sturdy. Because I sell one and then the person uses it for their whole life. They buy the one and then they have it and they pass it down from generation to generation. Like, we need to stop making these things so good. And somebody was like, yeah, now that you mention it, we do make a far, too quality product. And it's detrimental to our bottom line. Let's start making them garbage. Let's make them not great. That way people can buy more. It'll help them, it'll help us. Everybody wins. They get the pleasure of buying our stuff more times than once. And we get the pleasure of taking their money more times than once. It's a win-win. Because, I mean, let's be real here. Everybody wants to give us their money. Of course they do. You'd be crazy to think otherwise. Alright, our store is fully stocked. The only thing we don't have is meat yet. Oh, shit. We forgot the bread. I stand corrected. We do not have everything. But we're about to. Momentarily. We're about to be buried in boxes. Dude, I could take all these boxes and build another store. I could literally just build another general store with all these boxes. We're about to franchise, y'all. We're on a quest of endless expansion. Just like the dollar stores in the UK. This reminds me of work with all the stocking. Yeah, it is a never-ending prospect, the stocking in this game. And to be perfectly honest, like the fact that this is a demo only gives you a glimpse into your future playing this game if they don't end up fixing the employees. This game is going to be a tedious marathon of pure stockage. Hup, hup, hup. By the way, they did release a roadmap to show what the early access version of this game is going to have versus the demo version. I planned on going over that at some point, because the early access is supposed to have a bit more meat on the bones. Okay. Now, I think we are done. Well, we don't have a choice. Let's close the store. Wait till the next day. Should we clean up all these boxes? Probably, huh? Spoonie, what up? Now someone's gonna... Oh, mod. I think that's what you meant. Red Dead into a shopping sim? Nah, I don't think so. Although, if you could do something like this in Red Dead, I think it would be cool. Like, you buy a shop and you get to, like, run it. Alright, let's go ahead and open up, because it's going to take, like, an hour for customers to get here anyway. Oh my god. Boxes everywhere. They should put, like, a bonfire. Like, right here. Like, right in the middle of town. So I can chuck boxes into the bonfire. As opposed to this pile of ass over here in the cut. Oh my god, all these boxes. It sure would be nice if there was kind of an employee or somebody who could actually help with this. Wouldn't that be cool if they added that feature to the game? If only he wasn't on a 10-day strike just because he didn't get paid 3 days in a row. Oh, come on in. Everything's great. I got everything you could possibly want except for certain things. But you don't want those other things. Are you buying something, man? You've been walking around for a while. Alright. I didn't mean to rush you, sir. Have a wonderful day. We don't have anything for head lice, by the way. Can't help you with that. is bad news bears. So in this architect mode, they say that another thing I can buy is the staircase, but you can go up the staircase already. I'm not sure exactly. I'm not sure exactly what the staircase is for. Also, this is a thing. Hello, customers. Yes, yes. Provide me with all of your funds. Buy all of my goods. Line my pockets. I'm probably an excellent entrepreneur. Just never knew it yet. Never knew until today. Did I? Oh shit. Did I price this stuff? He says after proclaiming to be a good entrepreneur. He is selling products at no profit. Just like a good entrepreneur would do. Bro. I don't know what kind of brain damage I got, but it's not looking good, folks. Y'all need to pray for me. Okay. Is this milk? Yes, it is. Dude, I'm so aggressive. People are buying. I'm not having people complain about items that don't exist in the game anymore, so that's good. They at least fixed that much. But early on, the people in the game do still complain about items that you don't have unlocked yet. And I still think that is a problem. But it's not a super relevant problem because the reputation system doesn't really matter. If the reputation system actually mattered, then it probably would be more of an issue. Also, customers don't seem to get upset with you for being in line for too long. That doesn't seem to be the case. You can rack up a whole bunch of people and just have them stand there and they generally won't be upset. There you go. Lovely products. How did that get over there? We're making a lot of money. Just not, we need more cigars. Need more ciggies and jerky. want some of this crap. Hold on, hold on. Y'all doing too much. Bro. Bro bought all my mallets. I need mallets. Look at all these customers in here, man. I can't do all this on my own. It's almost like not paying your employees is a bad move. It's almost like consequences exist. For the love of God, pay your pay your employees. Don't pay your customers. Unless that customer is now a current employee who's also here to pick up their paycheck. Oh my God, imagine if I had to use this cash register, bro. Just imagine. I hope it never gets to the point to where they force you to use this thing. I think that'll kill the game for me. Dude, is it me or am I getting like a shit ton of customers? I don't recall getting this many customers before. Maybe it's because I have like a large variety of products now. I mean, to be fair, a lot of my customers were walking out before because I didn't have what they were looking for. So I guess this is the consequences of actually keeping what they want in stock. Except meat. Nobody gets any meat. There's a guy who sells meat down the street. Go get it from him. Go get it from the neat that sells meat down the street. If you have a hankering for some meat to eat. I don't keep it here. It is unreasonable and unreliable. Are we close to the end of the day? We are. Good. Because it's time for me to wrap this stream up. Going down. Look how much money we got. Dude, $200 in the 1800s? I could probably literally buy a human being. Stop buying stuff. I don't want to do any work. Dude, that's how it be. Like back when I used to work at like Target and shit, I'm just like, man, go away. Stop making me do stuff. All right, that's all the customers. Look how much money we got, man. We balling. We balling out here. We could pay off our loan in full, son. All right. So it seems like the strat in this game, if you want to become very efficient and not have a cashier, you're going to need to make sure that your store is fully stocked on a multitude of products. Like probably have a shelf for like every item in the game, like its own individual shelf that's full of product at some point is probably where I would go, just because it will essentially guarantee that you won't be running out of things so frequently, and you can actually probably spend a little more time doing other things that are important and not running out so quickly. That's the that was the method that I used in other ones. All right, yoink. In Better Mart Simulator is the game that I was gonna reference. All right, well, you guys kind of got the gist of the new stuff that they added to the game. It wasn't much, honestly, and there are still some issues. One of the issues that I thought was still present actually is not, at least not in its full capacity. They got rid of the customers looking for items that literally aren't in the game, which is fine. But sometimes customers will still hassle you and nag you about products you literally don't have in your store or don't have access to because it's locked behind a level gate. So that's problematic. Obviously, they should definitely fix that as soon as possible. Otherwise, I mean, you get what you get, at least for now. The game is pretty straightforward. It does what it says it's going to do for the most part. And it's worth checking out, I think. You know, so let me know what you guys think. The demo is now available for you guys to try out. There's a survey that you can take either during the demo or after you close the demo that'll ask you about the game. Please take the time to do the survey. They are listening, and they do make changes based directly off of player feedback. So if you care about this game even a little bit, take the survey. It only takes a few minutes. But with that, thank you guys for watching. As I said, Supermarket Simulator update should be coming out this week, hopefully, or if not this week, before the end of the month. And we'll be starting on that soon too. So have a wonderful night, everybody. Thank you so much for hanging out. I will see you guys on the next one.